Alright, so we're here with the Taurus GX4 Toro. That nice Swamp Fox red dot and Ameriglow night sights on here. So this is a nice little carry piece that I made for myself. This is something that a lot of people would be like, why would you waste your time? Let's put this right here. All right. Let's stick that just like that. Okay. So anyways, I was just putting that phone up. Whenever I was like in my early 20s, one of my first firearms that I had bought, my very first handgun that I had ever bought myself, was the Sky Industries 9mm. It's spelled SKYY. Sky Industries turned into Sky Industries SCCY, and they completely revamped their whole line and all of that. And that's the junk you see now, and I just really wouldn't recommend ever buying one of those. So anyways, after going through that, not enjoying that gun, and not being able to get rounds in the magazine, and not being able to get rounds down the range because the gun would fail, I was constantly, I was young and I was looking for a cheaper alternative. Didn't always have $600-700 to buy a Glock. Taurus, always in the $300 to $400 range, $200 to $400 range, depending on what you're looking for. I went and tried them out. One of my first guns that I bought from them was a Taurus PT 24/7. It wasn't the Pro, but it was a 9mm high capacity. It was like 17, 18 rounds in that thing in a magazine. I had like 6 mags for it. And it shot every time. So I bought that gun for really low, and it had a messed up grip module. Someone had like tried to mess with the grip, and it was all ate up. It needed to be replaced. So I bought that for the low, and I contacted Taurus, sent them pictures and an email and a couple of phone calls, or a phone call or whatever. And basically, I had talked to one of the top guys there at the time and got him on the phone, and he's like, yeah, just go ahead and put it in the mail and ship it to us, and we'll take care of you. So I ended up going to the FFL and putting it through them and sending it back to Taurus. And they put a whole new grip module on that gun. They put a whole new grip, and the slide and everything was brand new on that. They put a brand new grip on it and sent it back to me whole with a brand new grip on it. Not just that. After they sent that gun back, and I was so happy about that, I gave them another phone call and let them know that, that I was really thankful for them replacing that whole module, that grip module, that I just wanted to make that video, and that video is on my channel, and it's so many years back. But Taurus ended up reaching back out to me again, and they sent me a hat, a t-shirt, some stickers, and a couple of extra mags. Throughout my years of dealing with Taurus, they must have sent me like probably 10 different magazines. I also later on had bought one of their Taurus Slim, the PT 740, which is a 40 Smith & Wesson, and then I had the 9mm version of that one too. Those slim models, that 40 was a little bit too much of a kick in a small frame, so I ended up moving on from that. And the 9mm in that slim model was pretty good. But you ask, why I would do something like this with a Taurus. Well, when they shoot every time and they don't malfunction every time and you don't have to replace a bunch of crap all the time and you have a company that stands behind them all the time, it's kind of a no-brainer, correct? Like, why not? If you buy a Taurus and you have a problem with it, they're going to work it out with you, and one way or another, you'll get a brand new gun or it'll be fixed. Even like with putting one of these red dots on here. Let's say I messed up the screws on this trying to get it on. Taurus is the type of company they'll stand behind you and they'll fix this for you, even though you try to do it on your own. And they probably would recommend a gunsmith do this if you did that. I didn't do that, but if you do that, Taurus will stand behind that. Like, they're like that. They're a good company that stands behind their customers, and their guns are not $1 million, and you can have a bunch of them for not a lot of money, and they work. The drop safety on that PT 24/7 ended up being an issue. I was unaware of that at the time of having that gun, and I ended up trading it some years down the road for another gun. Also, you won't be seeing the Glock 22. I ended up trading that on in life. I needed to get some new tires and wheels put on my 2017 Subaru Impreza. I got some Inkies that were on there right now that were on there before, and I ended up picking up another set of some 18-inch Mutekis with some nice new Nittos. So I want to refurb my Inkies. Anyways, I'm not scared to move on guns. I'm not scared of my rights and stuff like that being taken, and I have no problem using guns as equity on anything. So I picked that gun up for really, really low. I picked that gun up with like 5 magazines for $250, shipped to the dough, the FFL that is. It was like $250, $280, something like that. And I ended up getting some new snow tires, winter tires, and those wheels were completely brand new. But, you would maybe ask me why I mess with Taurus. The proof is in the pudding. If you get the right tool for the right job, it'll work right for you every time. That's my saying. Get the right tool for the right job, it'll work right for you every time. You need to mess with things in life and gain experience, and you'll see that things are okay to be cheaper sometimes. You hear me? It's okay to be cheaper sometimes. Don't be Sky Industries cheap. Do not go get no SCCY Industries with a red dot just like this. That is not the same deal. Taurus is in, believe it or not, I know you guys hate the shit out of them probably, but Taurus is in a whole different spectrum of that. High Point, believe it or not, you can go get a High Point C9, load that thing up, go bust like 100, 200, 3, 4, 5, go whatever you feel comfortable with, whatever your number is. Get you a couple of good magazines for that gun, and you might have to mess around with that situation because the magazines are the most finicky thing on the gun. Get a High Point C9 and some good magazines to load it up and go have fun. And if you are a little bit advanced and you can break that gun down, you know how to pop a pin, take the slide off of that thing, and don't be scared to grease a High Point up and give it a little, because they need it too. So Remember that. High points are good, man. And if you run out of ammo shooting them, you can beat them with it. Just saying. Just because it's cheaper doesn't mean it's terrible. But you guys let me know in the comments. Have you ever messed with Taurus? Would you ever rock with them? I know I would, and I do. Holla.